Okay. So we will go for financing and insurance. I want to show you this, the first slide. You see this? Read this. Waves are not measured in feet or inches. They are measured in increment of fear. Okay. If you can swim, would you be scared to go inside the water? No, you would not. Because you know you can swim. Okay. So it is about how we think and what we think. Okay. You are scared because something. Find that something. Why are you scared? Okay. And then overcome that. You'll be good. Financing and insurance. So what you will learn is legal principles of marine insurance, warranties on the part of the insured, liability of insurer. You will learn this, okay? Okay. So we have buyer and seller. Okay. And you see, both of them, you do this agreement, right? They agreed on the specification, quantity, price, and mode of delivery. All this must be in your agreement that you will submit it. So, or have you submitted? So this seller and buyer. And then they have to arrange for insurance. Normally we will ask, do you have insurance? Are you going overseas? Do you have insurance? And then when you buy something, even now in Lazada or Shopee, they will ask, do you want to pay for insurance so that everything is okay? You know, we thought that that's their obligation. No, now they ask, do you want to have insurance? At 30 cent, I think, 30 cent or 1 ringgit 30 cent, you know, for insurance. Okay. Why? Why we need insurance? Or for Islamic, they said takaful, isn't it? So because we need this to cover the hazard. Whatever thing that can happen to the goods during the transportation from the seller to the buyer. Right, they are transporting the goods and then using sea. And then they are pirates, not pirates of Caribbean, pirate of something else, okay? Then they will check whose responsibility is that, okay? Are the goods insured? Can they make a claim? You know, now the goods are gone, okay? Who should pay the seller? Should the buyer pay? No, the buyer shouldn't pay. They didn't get the goods. Okay, they have this kind of issue. That's why we go for insurance. You want to go overseas, you need insurance as well. If something happened to you, then the insurance will cover, all right? Like, you know, we have like our student go overseas without insurance. Oh, I'm sorry, our tourists, our people, Malaysian, go overseas without insurance. And then they fall sick and then they're being admitted to hospital. And then they are unable to pay the bill of the hospital. And they have no insurance to cover the bill. Have you heard that? You see, insurance is very important. So look at here, CIF and FOB. What is CIF? If you remember, cost, insurance, and freight. FOB, free on board. So who will cover the insurance? If you use CIF, you see the insurance covered by the seller until the buyer. And if you use FOB, you see that the buyer actually covered the insurance from the place of the seller to the buyer. So now who has to cover the insurance? It depends on the term of the contract. So you refer to CIF? Okay, that's the seller responsibility to buy the insurance. But FOB is different, the buyer responsibility to buy insurance. MIA is not missing in action. Missing in action is applicable to you who did not come to my class. MIA is Marine Insurance Act, okay? We will use MIA. In case we did not remember, MIA is Marine Insurance Act, okay? So we have marine insurance. For what? Basically, you know, this insurance, it cover any crash, collision, piracy attack, as I said just now, pirate attack, okay? This covered by marine insurance. Okay, it provides, it cover, what's the coverage of this marine insurance? Okay, it also cover the cargo against damage, loss, or misplacement. It covers the loss of freight and the life of the crew members and others on ship. So this is marine insurance that cover, right? So Marine Insurance Act, MIA 1906. Oh, did I make a mistake? Maybe they have amendment, right? I'll check again. Principle of law that apply to contract of marine insurance. MIA actually are principles of law that apply to contract of marine insurance, okay? And we did not restrict to MIA. We also use a wider common law applicable to marine insurance contract when we talk about marine insurance, okay? So this is widely applicable in Malaysia. Even I'm talking about common law. It is widely applicable to Malaysia even today. So we want to see this definition. DEF is definition of marine insurance contract. What's the definition? You know, when you learn law, first of all, you need to define what's the definition, right? So section 1 of the MIA actually explain what is insurance contract, what is marine insurance contract. If you remember, you learn contract, first of all, you learn section 2. What is contract? Okay, you learn sales of good. Then you go again to section 2. What is sales of good? What is the contract? You learn in section 5 of SOGA, section 4 of SOGA. You know, you go back to the basic, that is the definition of the contract. So now look at this marine insurance contract. Actually, it is a contract where the insurer undertakes to identify the assured, the one who buy the insurance. Insurer is the, okay, the insurance company will pay the one who buy the insurance, which is us, or the seller or the buyer, in a manner to the extent agreed against marine loss. That is to say, the losses incident to marine adventure. So what does this contract says? I mean, what's the definition say? Definition say, okay, marine insurance contract is a contract where the company where you buy the insurance will pay the person who the assured, the insurance that I mean, the person who buy the insurance for what? For if you buy insurance for your ship, and then that's it's for the ship, okay? The company will pay for any losses at marine adventure, at sea, okay? The company, the contract that you enter where the company will pay when you suffer loss at the sea. Okay, simple words. If it's not clear, let me repeat. Tell me, daughter, it's not clear. I will repeat, okay? In a different way. Because I understand. I'm not sure if you understand. Maritime perils. What is maritime perils? Look here. Wow. It is being burned. I want to, I'll tell you one simple story. I went to Langkawi. We have new experience here. I went to Langkawi. We have this island hopping. Have you been? Have you have experience of island hopping in Langkawi? And then when we want to go back to our hotel, we make arrangement that they will send us to the hotel directly, because Vesta Villa is near the beach. So you can, they don't really have a dog, but they can drop us. Okay, they can drop us. So, right. And then like 200 meter, we can see our hotel. The boat stopped. It was like, what's happening? I mean, I was the only Malaysian. I was the only Malaysian and all foreigners, because that was international conference. Foreign people came to Langkawi to attend international conference. I'm one of them. So, and then I heard the crew call saying that, because only one person, I call him crew lah. I didn't call him captain. I don't know, should I call him captain? Then he said, alamak, minyak habis. Kau hantar minyak jap ke aku. He is calling the crew for another boat, saying that, look, we have no more gas. The fuel is finished. Can you send us the fuel? Okay, while waiting for that, I look around and I see it's like a huge ship. I asked him, what is that? Being me, very ignorant about sea and everything. What's that? Then he said, the ferry last year that being burned, that's the remnants of the ferry. You see? I was like, what? Being burned? Yes, you see. One ferry was burned in Langkawi. I haven't heard that because I have no intention to go to Langkawi last year, but it was scary. And it happens, right? This peril happens either, nearby the beach or in the middle of nowhere at the sea. It happens, okay? So maritime perils, if you refer to section 3, subsection 2, it says that, then this is not exhaustive, okay? Which means that you can add and add and add, okay? Where any ship, goods, or other movable are exposed to maritime perils. That is, perils, consequence or on or incidental to the navigation of the sea, that is to say, peril of the sea, fire, war, peril. Basically, I want to tell you what is maritime peril. Section 3, subsection 2 is telling you that maritime peril is like, piracy, fire, rovers, thief, captures, seizures, restraint, detainment. Okay? All those things we call perils. And this is in the MIA, section 3, subsection 2 of MIA. So insurance can cover all this that mentioned. Maritime perils. Okay, the insurance can cover all this. Sorry. Section 2, subsection 1 is talking about possible to insure against mixed land and sea risks. Okay. It says that if you wanna have marine insurance, okay, if you wanna use transportation like using sea and then using land, there are risks at sea and risks at land. So can you still take this marine insurance? According to section 2, subsection 1, yes. It says that yes, you can. This insurance can be extended so as to protect the assured against losses on inland waters or on any land risk, which may be incidental to the sea voyage. You can look here, you see sailor here, and then they have to use road, of course, and then they go and then they use sea, and then they go and then they use road again, this thing. Can you have one insurance like marine insurance? According to section 2, subsection 1, yes, you can. So it says that many of the principles which applicable to marine insurance contract, actually it apply equally to insurance contract like marine, non-marine, direct cover, reinsurance, commercial, or consumer. Okay. What's the main function of this? Basically, the main function of this to provide cover to the ship owner and the cargo interest against the risk identified in the policy. Why do you need this? What does it cover? What's the coverage? The coverage is that to cover the risk whatever risk that you mention in the policy. If the risk is not in the policy, then the insurance company will not cover. Okay. Nowadays, you know, for cargo insurance, we call it transportation or transit insurance. Why we call transportation or transit insurance? Because you see, it's not just, we don't only use water, okay? We don't only use sea. We also use air, we also use road, we also use rail. So for marine insurance, they can extend. It's not just you have marine insurance to cover your goods at sea. You can also have marine insurance cover your goods from your place to the port, to the ship, and then the whole voyage to another country, and then to the buyer. It covers everything it can. Okay, this is provided by section 2 subsection 1. Who says that marine insurance can cover risk at road? Section 2 subsection 1 says so. Okay. Look here, this is just sample. You can have a look at this. Marine cargo insurance. Here, they have this institute cargo clauses like A, B, and C. This is amended in 2009, and this is widely used even in Malaysia. So you see covered peril. What does it cover? Institute cover clauses A, that is ICC A, B, C. Look here, ICC A, fire or explosion. Yes, it covered. B covered. C covered. All right. For this, total loss of any package lost overboard or drop during loading and discharge. So ICC A cover, but ICC B does not cover. ICC C does not cover. Okay. What is ICC? Institute cargo clauses, right? You can see here, what does it cover? What does not cover? This is marine cargo insurance, okay? But this is long time, September 2008. Here. If you see clause A, basically it covers all. Clause A, also known as all risks. It covers physical loss or damage to the cargo from any external cause. Okay. And clause B, it provides more restricted coverage. See, clause A cover all. Rain or for fresh water damage. Clause B doesn't cover here. And clause C is the most restricted coverage. Okay. Clause C only covered like ship malfunction, including collision, fire, explosion, sinking, stranding. Okay. Basically, it covers at sea only. So if you want to have marine insurance, you can choose. You want clause A, clause B, clause C. Which one do you want? Okay. If you buy clause A, it only cover at sea. Others, it doesn't cover. Sorry, clause C. If you you buy clause A insurance, then it covers everything. So your insurance depend on what is your coverage. Now we see the process. Okay. I just, cut and paste here. Maybe it will help you so that you can have a look and read, how to buy a specific transit insurance policy online. Here, you go here and then go to commercial insurance. You can have a look at this. There are 7 simple steps to buy specific marine insurance policy. This is for marine insurance policy. Okay. Now, what's the process? Look at the process. Number 1, the broker draws up cover note. Insurance have cover note. We will tell them what we want. They give us the cover note, and then they will hand over the cover note to the insurers. And then the insurer initial the cover note beside the amount of risk he agreed to take, which means that they will write on a paper. They make a cover note. Hannah, you want a marine insurance? Take this. Look at this. do you want this? I said, yes, I want to cover at sea. Do you want to cover on road? I said, yes, blah, blah, blah. And then they calculate. They give me a cover note. On the cover note, they will tell, okay, our insurance will cover this. You pay us 5,000. And then they give me the cover note. And then when I see the cover note, if I agree, okay, if I look at the note first, when I look at the note, I say, oh, okay, I agree to all this, I will initial. You know, you sign, you initial. So you initial. And then after you initial, which means you agreed, then they go, what they will do, they will prepare the policy of the insurance, right? Okay, and then they prepare the policy, then you have the insurance. And the last one is that the direct insurer may transfer part of his liability to the reinsurer. Okay. Prospective assured. Okay. And then go for insurance broker, the agent. See, I want to go here, number one. Number one, look at number one. We go together because I'm not taking the exam, you will. This is the process, okay? We go together. Number one, I will give instruction. Instruct and provide agent with detail. I give instruction. I tell them, okay, you know, my goods in Ampang. My warehouse in Ampang. From Ampang, I will send to Port Klang. Ampang go to Klang. All right. And then they will take voyage, right? And then I give the shipment date, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, from Port Klang, I want to send to Bombay. So they go for Bombay. And then they will ask me, which ICC do you want? A, B, C. Or what other terms you want? Look at number one here. Everyone, look here. What else do you want? I say, okay, let me have ICC A. So I buy only one insurance. I don't have to buy different insurance for land, different insurance for sea. Marine insurance A that covers all. Are you okay so far? I'm scared that you are not following me. Are you all right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. Yeah.
And then they put all into a slip. I mean, if you learn insurance before, let me know. I don't have to explain like crazy here. So number three, see, accept the risk that will write a line on the slip, underwrite entire or part of the risk. Okay, you will tell the risk, what the risk that you think it happened. And then agent to approach other until underwriters here. Okay, UWS underwriters here. Entire risk is covered. And then they come up with this slip oversubscribed. Right? And number 5, we go to number 4. Right? Then we go here. This is basic. We haven't signed contract yet. We are negotiating. I tell what you want, what I want to the agent. The agent come up with the amount. The agent will ask me this and that. The agent will ask, what are the risks? Do you think there's a pirate between Port Klang to Mumbai? I said, no pirate. Normally, I haven't heard anything. I will tell all risks. They will calculate everything. All right. And then they will adding this underwriters, okay? And then only we go for binding contract when the underwriter accept the risk. So which means that I'm making proposal, okay? I tell them there's no risk, blah, blah, blah. They say, okay, fine, no problem. In that case, we will come up with the policy. They come up with the policy, right? Then here, a prospective assured, and then insurance broker agent, and then they go for underwriters, and then they come up with the contract. If there is risk, I need to tell everything. I say, okay, actually they are pirates. I don't know whether how can we have pirate from Port Klang to Mumbai, but yeah, I said yes. Then normally we have piracy. They need to know the risk, and then they will decide: are we going to accept this? Are we going to sell our insurance to these people? If they do not want to, if they are not willing to take the risk, they will tell, excuse me, Dr. Hannah, we are not taking this. We cannot issue insurance to you. Please go to another person, another company. Okay, they can reject. So this is the process. You know, like your parents, takaful, or your parent insurance, they want to have insurance for health. Do you have health card? If you have, then they, you have to go to clinic, you check and everything, and they say, do you have have you ever have heart attack? No. Do you have diabetic? No. Do you have BP, blood pressure issue? No. They will ask all this. Heart problem? No, nothing. Clean. Okay. Then they say, okay, no problem. You pay us 350. We will issue you policy. And after this monthly, please pay to us 350 per month. If anything happen, we cover you 100,000. Like that. So similar here. Okay. But this is about goods. So you tell the risk. Right? So if one person doesn't want, you have to go to approach another underwriters that are agreed to come out with the insurance. Okay. Underwriting is the process. Underwriter is the party. Okay. Process of what? The process that the person takes on financial risk for a fee. That is underwriting. You are buying insurance. Okay. A party underwriter is the insurer. Between the underwriter and the insured, assured. Okay. In this case, Pacific Fire, the slip is considered to be the complete and final contract between the parties fixing the term of the contract and the premium. You know, when you want to buy insurance, you don't have issue. You just pay, they said, okay, whatever. But then if something happened, they will go back to the contract. They want to see what they covered. At that moment, if they feel that, hey, excuse me, our contract is not valid, or our contract is not complete, our contract is this, our contract is that, they will fight for it. So in this case, they have issue and the court decide that the slip that they have is considered to be the complete and final contract between the parties. And in the case of this General Reinsurance Corporation, the court held that each line written on the slip give rise to a binding contract. That is pro tanto. That is to an extent, which means that whatever is written on the slip basically is a binding contract. No need to come up with the policy yet. If you have the slip, it's a binding contract. Okay. Let us read this. Okay. It says that each line written on the slip give rise to binding contract between the underwriter and the insured. Underwriter is the company that provide insurance, and the insured or reinsured for whom the broker is acting when he present the slip. And the court say that in this case, basically the court say the insurance company are bound by all the line words that mentioned in the slip. So we talk about slip. What about cover notes? What is cover note? Cover note is the temporary document that the company of insurance, they issued. Cover note, okay? This cover note proof is the proof of the insurance coverage until you have the insurance policy. Okay, they will send you cover note first and then they send policy. All right? And this is different from a certificate of insurance or insurance policy document. So cover note is different than certificate of insurance or insurance policy. It's different. You see, I tell you, okay, I want to tell you this case, but this is not from here. This is from contract, okay? You see, I just want to give you some example. It's difficult because online, right? But I think we can. Okay. So we have Mr. Ali here. Okay. He, you know, in our country, we have in our country and UK, this is UK case, we have to buy insurance for car. Do you have car? Do you know that a car need insurance? And if you don't have insurance for your car, then you can be summoned. You can pay summon by the authority. Okay, they will give you tickets, penalty for not having insurance. So Mr. Ali, his insurance finished on 31st of December. December until 31st, right? So 31st of December. From insurance company A. Company A. So the insurance company sent him the cover notes. Coverage from, sorry, Allah. From 1st Jan to normally 14 days to 14 Jan. Okay. But he doesn't want to buy with insurance company A. He wants to buy from insurance company B. So he already get the cover notes from insurance B. He got cover notes from insurance company B. And company B basically cover him from 6th Jan until 20th Jan. Okay. See? Now, what happened on 3rd Jan, there was a roadblock. You know what police do on roadblock? Do you have experience, you know, passing the roadblock? Anyone? Yes? No? No? No one?
Yes, got.
Yes? How do you feel? You see the police or JPJ, how do you feel?
I always open the light and windows.
Ha, you see? So 3rd January, the police stopped him and asked him, where's your insurance? And he come up with this. He come up with that, and then he come up with the earlier policy that end on 31st December. And this. And they give him summon. They summon him, give him the tickets. Now you have to pay a penalty because you don't have insurance. He said, and then when he go to court, he said that, look, I have coverage January here until here. You see, I have. You see, and then the judge say, look, wait, 1 second, Ali, wait. You know, when the police stop you, ask you, you did not give this. You give this one and the death insurance. So you are not being covered. Okay, before you got the policy, you have cover notes. You see, it's not just for marine, but for land also, you need this insurance, especially for car. Of course, you have. It's a law. You need to have the insurance. Okay, here. This is the importance of cover notes. This thing. It's temporary document until you have the policy. It's important. But cover note is not the certificate or the policy. Okay, but cover note is important. Okay, look at this cover note. The agent, they will forward you a cover note to insure once the entire risk is covered. They agreed, they will come up with cover note. Okay, it's not a duty to forward as soon as possible. This is decided by this case. And agent must act with reasonable care. Okay, but agent act with reasonable care. And they also have a closed cover note, that is the insured has provided all details to the subject matter. Okay. And what is an open cover note? Open cover note means the information provided by you, the one who buy, the insured, the information given is not complete. So this is what we call as an open cover note. Closed cover note, like everything details, everything complete. Okay. And after everything done, then they will issue policy. CIF. Do you still remember what is CIF? Cost, insurance, and freight. Okay, for CIF, you see what they have to give. They have to give what? Cover note, certificate of insurance, and letter of insurance. When they want to, remember in CIF, when they want to make a claim from the bank, they have to tender document. What document? Yeah, okay. And the insurance shall cover the goods from the point of delivery to at least the name of place of destination, which means that from the office here, from here until here. Okay. Seller must provide the buyer with insurance policy. Okay. Cover note sometimes is needed, sometimes it's not needed as part of the tendering document by seller. So when it is needed, when it is not needed. CIF and CIP, what did it say? For letter of credit, cover note is not regarded as good tender. Letter of credit, if you use letter of credit, they don't want cover note, they want the certificate of insurance. Okay. For CIF and CIP, the Incoterm, yes. Okay. Incoterm 2010 provides that CIF and CIP, okay? The insurance shall cover the good from the point of delivery to at least the name of place of destination. The seller must provide the buyer with the insurance policy or other evidence of insurance cover. I think we learned this on CIF already, okay? We know that the seller must tender the document. The seller will give the other party the insurance policy or other evidence of insurance cover. We learned all this. Here, underwriter issue the insurance policy, insured or agent to pay the premium. Okay. We go to section 52 of the marine insurance. What's the duty of assured or his agent? The duty of the assured or his agent to pay the premium. The duty of the insurer to issue the policy. Okay, after they agreed. 53, subsection 1. The broker is directly responsible to the insurer for the premium. So the agent, they are responsible to the insurance company for the premium, which means that if insured fail to pay the premium, the broker has a lien on the policy until premium due. Okay. Section 53, subsection 1 say that, the agent, the insurance agent, anyone saying anything? I heard voices. Can you mute, please? If you want to speak, please mute. And if you have things to do, please leave. Section 53, subsection 1 says that, the agent, they are responsible to make sure that the person who buy insurance pay the insurance money, the premium. Okay. Let's say that the person who want to buy the premium, the insurance, fail to pay the premium, the insurance money, the broker, the agent, they can lien on the policy, which means that they will hold the policy, they keep the policy until the money is being paid. So this is the duty of the agent under section 53, subsection 1. So we'll look at here, kinds of policies, section 25, subsection 1, MIA. We have voyage policy. we have time policy. Okay. So if you talk about voyage policy, the subject matter is insured for a particular voyage. Right? Normally in international sale transaction, we insured the ship, isn't it? So that is voyage policy. So time policy, which means that the subject matter is insured for a fixed time, which means that we will insure for 3 months, 2 months, 2 weeks, 1 week. Okay. We have this example, a ship Benedict insured for 2 years from 16 June 2004. Okay. Normally, hulls are insured under time policy. What is hull? Here, this thing. Look at this. This is hull. You have to insure that. Why? Because, you know, if something happened, anything bang on it and then it broken, everything, you know, the insurance company will pay. Like the ferry, it was burned. Insurance company will pay. And we have mixed policy that cover voyage and also run for specific period. For example, we have this voyage from Singapore to Portsmouth and for 30 days after her arrival at Portsmouth, which means that, you know, the whole things that, I mean, from the goods from it, I mean, from the day you send the goods out from your warehouse or your place, if you are a seller, to the buyer, it needs to be insured. And at sea, we have insurance for the crew. We have insurance for the people on the board of the sea, and we will also insure the ship. See the hull here. I know it's kind of not very interesting. I don't know what to make it interesting, but I tell you what, this topic is very important. Operation of Institute Cargo Clause A, B, C. Okay, operation of Institute Cargo Clauses. Clause 8 says that this is we are going for the clauses, the insurance clauses. Either you will learn on MIA or the cargo clauses. Okay. Clause 8 says that the cover start from the moment the cargo leave the warehouse. All right. At the place name in the policy, you have to name, to give name, where is your warehouse. If your warehouse in Serdang, but then you send out the goods from, give me one name, Gombak, you know, from Gombak, you did not follow the policy. If anything happened, the insurance will not cover. If you say the product from Serdang, it must be from Serdang. Okay, so the cover start from the moment the cargo leave the warehouse at the name placed in the policy for commencement of the transit until the cargo delivered as agreed. Where do you want to deliver? Okay. And it also insured for cargo that you keep in warehouse or storage at the port of destination. You know, when the cargo come, you send from, let's say you send from Mumbai to Port Klang, and the cargo arrive at Port Klang. You cannot simply go to the ship and say, come, bawa ke kapal, bukan bawa ke kapal, bawa ke lori. You don't say that, you know. You don't say, bring it to my lorry. No, you have to take the cargo, and then we have custom check. You need to put the cargo and the warehouse will arrive, blah, 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 depot, blah, blah, blah. All those things also need to be insured. The warehouse or storage place at the port of destination or prior to port of destination. So the marine insurance will cover all this. Okay. See, if the person who's supposed to take the cargo did not take, the cover continue for a period of 60 days from the time the goods are discharged oversight of the overseas vessel, which means, okay, you take the goods from the vessel, from the ship, and then you bring it to the storage, and then you wait and wait and wait. The person did not come, you have 60 days. They will cover until 60 days. More than 60 days, the insurance will not cover anymore. You see, clause 8, subsection 2, it says that if you send the goods to a area which is not under the insurance coverage, the policy, if you send to a destination which you never mention in the policy, you know, the insurance will not cover. That is 8, subsection 2. We have value and unvalue policy. Okay. Valued for policy means the agreed value of the subject matter is specified. You fix the value, right? When you fix the value, not necessarily that's the real value of the goods. Okay. And unvalued is subject to any express provision. They will calculate by applying the rules set out in section 16 of MIA, but it does not include profit margin. Okay. Right. Unvalued here. Unvalued policy, the value of the compensation is fixed. The loss is examined and then the compensation is paid according to the amount of loss that is unvalued. Valued policy, a type of marine insurance coverage that place a specific value on the insurance property prior to a claim being made. Okay. You already agreed for value.